Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive with Cook. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A good run there by Cook on first down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Wilson setting up the screen for Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Wilson. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Right there,
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Wilson looking for White on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 50 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Jets have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jets have recovered.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. On play action, Allen. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Going deep for Diggs. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Eccles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Make no mistake about it, that's a really dangerous place to run that play. But the way that they're spreading the defense horizontally, you've got to think that as the game goes on, they'll find opportunities vertically downfield as well.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Wilson. On the left side, a catch by White. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I said let's go. Let's go. Lock shot.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they had the rear to the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. On second down, Cook. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play, and the Jets first down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Jets 14, Bills 7.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson got his man complete over the middle. That's Parsons. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On second down, it's Cook again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They go play action now. Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it and move forward and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. There's Wilson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And the Bills will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Here's Cook again. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Cook up the gut. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On play action, Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action. Now it's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A give. This is Cook. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Bass on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
Let's go, let's go.
As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. After the sack on first down, Wilson, he's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A final shot before half for Allen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen, he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From midfield, here's Allen. Cook makes the catch on the out route. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Allen. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They stopped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Cook, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. Now Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing is Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he's got his man. It's White. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. To throw again is Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and incomplete on the deep ball.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Third down, here's a run by Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook, 31 yards. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Taking it about the 1. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
From the 38, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Parsons. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
66. Going hard.
Now a run with Cook. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
They run again on first down. Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
I said it, let's go. Let's go. Drop shot.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. And here's Wilson to throw on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A 1-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
On the set.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he's he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4 down.
Now Allen. Gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Left side, Cook. And he's got it to about the 40. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Here's Allen. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Throwing is Allen. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They try again with Cook. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Jets 35, Bills 24. Braden Mann to kick off for the Jets.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off, let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Allen. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Jets, it's an